Hello everyone, Professor Christensen here. In this very short video, I'm going to give you a head start on your financial statement analysis lab in case you're not familiar with Excel. So I'm not going to walk through the whole thing, but I'll show you enough so that you'll be able to do this on your own. So we're looking at part 1 here, and remember that in the instructions it tells you for each cell highlighted in blue we want to fill in the correct numbers using formulas. So in here we don't want to type any numbers, of course. We want to use the power of Excel. So remember, horizontal analysis is going to show our dollar change and then our percentage change. So let's start here. So the first thing we're going to do is we want the dollar change from 27 to 2018. So we're going to say equals. Then I'm going to click on the 2018 number minus 2017. Then I'm going to hit enter. So that gives me 7726. And all I have to do is just double click this here. So when you get a solid cross, you see they're all different kinds of crosses. If you get the solid plus sign like that, just double click and it's going to fill in all the cells. And I'll add one more down here. And I am going to come up here and I'm going to, from home, I want to fix the numbers here. I don't want all those dollar signs, just at the top and the bottom. So I'm going to format them all as accounting, no symbols, 0 decimals. So I'll get rid of all those dollars. All right, and then we're going to do the percentage change. So the percentage change, remember, is equal to the dollar change divided by the base year. So it's the dollar change divided by the base year. And this you want formatted, I might have formatted this already. This you want formatted as a percentage with 1 decimal point. All right. And again, I'm going to double click and then take this all the way down. Now, one of the things it tells you later is when you're done, format the numbers so the dollars appear like those in the data and the percentages are 1 decimal. So let's put some lines in here. So we're going to put in, really it's going to be formatted the same as the other one. So that's an underline, and this one is going to be a top and then a double border on the bottom. Okay. Let me just close that so it stops making noise. Okay, so you'll be able to do exactly what I just did for your liabilities, for your stockholders' equity, and also the same thing on your income statement. All right, you're going to follow the same pattern. Now, your trend analysis, remember, for trend analysis, we divide everything back by the base year. And in this case, the base year is 2014. So here, I want to divide everything by the base year, including the base year. So I'm going to say equals the 108,249 divided by itself. And then I'm going to hit F4 to make that an absolute reference because we want the denominator to stay the same. Everything's going to be divided by that 108,249. And then I hit enter. All right, now that's a 1. I'm going to make that into a percentage with 1 decimal point again. All right, and because I made that an absolute reference, I'm going to drag this across. Okay, now you're going to do exactly the same thing for the cost of sales and for operating expenses. Remember, in this case, you'll divide by the 2014 number for cost of sales, and here you'll divide by the 2014 number for operating expenses. All right. So now let's take a look at vertical analysis on the balance sheet. This is sometimes called a common size balance sheet. So remember, with the vertical analysis, you divide everything by total assets. So for 2018, I'm going to say equals this. So we'll start with cash divided by total assets. Again, I'm going to hit F4. You can actually type in those dollar signs if you're having trouble with that. And I want everything to be divided by the same number again. So I want to use that absolute reference. All right, so now this is giving me a crazy number, so I'm going to, again, format this percentage with 1. And then I'm going to double click, and I have all of my percentages. And we know that this should be 100%, right? Now in 2017, you're going to do the same thing, only in 2017 you're going to divide by total assets in 2017. And your liabilities and stockholders' equity, you have a choice. You can always also divide by total assets, or you can divide by total liabilities and stockholders' equity. Of course, they are both the same. Remember when you're done to go back and make it look nice by, let's see, let's make this one with the double underline and this one with the single underline. If you're not sure about the underlines, all you have to do is follow the pattern on the data that's given to you. All right, so then we're almost done. The last thing we're going to do is vertical analysis on the income statement. And remember that vertical analysis on the income statement, everything is divided by net sales for that year. So we're going to start with, again, dividing net sales by itself. Remember, you're going to make that an absolute reference because we want to divide everything by that number. All right, again, let's fix our formatting because we want our percentage to look like a percentage. And then I'm going to drag that down. All right, again, let's make these. I'm holding the control key and I want to make all of these underline. And then at the bottom is going to be a double underline so it all looks nice when it's done. All right, so that's all that you should need in order to complete this lab. As always, you know where to find me. Okay, happy studying.